It's one of the fastest growing cities in the state of Washington. It's the birthplace of U-Haul and the high school mascot's a potato. And no, I'm not kidding. So hang with me today because we're checking out my hometown, Ridgefield, Washington. And we're getting started right now. What's up, guys? Welcome back. Rick Anderson here with eXp Realty, coming to you from beautiful Ridgefield, Washington. So today I'm doing things a little bit differently. It was too nice to be inside, so I decided I'd come out, give you guys a look around Ridgefield. So right now I'm in Mccormick Creek. It's one of the newest subdivisions here in Ridgefield. So obviously you can see behind me, it's still under construction. I believe that's phase 2 that's going on right over there. This is going to be a good example of what you're going to find for entry-level new construction here in Ridgefield. This particular neighborhood, it's going to start right around the $400,000 range. And as you know, building prices continue to increase, things like that, you're probably going to see the prices go up. And like with all subdivisions, new constructions, that base price, that base $400,000, that's going to depend on lot size, any additional options, stuff like that. But as you can see around me here, this is a very, very beautiful area. You've got a fantastic view of Mount Hood off in the background. And even though you can't see it from where I'm standing, there is a great view of Mount St. Helens right over that way. If you're buying a house in this neighborhood, all these houses back up over here, you're going to be able to have a view of Mount St. Helens, Mount Hood, and on a lot of good clear days like today, if you're up on the second story of your home, you're probably going to have a good view of Mount Adams too. So if you guys want to come with me, check out Ridgefield and let's go on a little drive. Come on. Like I said before, this is one of the newest neighborhoods in Ridgefield, and while there's a lot of development going on, most of the surrounding area is farmland. In fact, McCormick Creek sits on an old strawberry field that my dad and I used to pick berries out of in the summer. In addition to the playground, there's also walking trails around the neighborhood, and we're only about a mile from the freeway. You've got Tri-Mountain Golf Course that's basically across the street. And for that feeling of added security, there's a fire station just around the corner. Alright guys, so we've seen what entry-level new construction is going to get you here in Ridgefield. Now let's step it up a notch and let's check out one of the new higher-end neighborhoods here in Ridgefield. And we've got the Clover Hill neighborhood. Prices here are going to start in around the $700,000 to $800,000 range. The neighborhood's still under construction. Last I checked, there's a few lots left. But come on, let's take a look and see what they got going on. So this neighborhood is going to put you about a mile and a half from the freeway, about a mile to grocery shopping, restaurants, my favorite being Taps Beer Reserve, Starbucks, gyms, banks, gas stations, public transportation, and the list goes on. In addition to the convenience of being so close to shopping and restaurants, you're also just as close to parks, hiking trails, the wildlife refuge, and if you love baseball, our minor league team, the Ridgefield Raptors, play just down the road from here at the Ridgefield Outdoor Recreation Complex. So one of the cool things about the Clover Hill neighborhood is you're about a mile away from the Ridgefield schools. Actually, from some of the lots, you can see the Ridgefield High School. You're about a mile away from grocery shopping and about a mile and a half away from the I-5 freeway. So if you're commuting back and forth to Vancouver, Portland, whatever it might be, it's easy on and off the freeway, and it's going to make for a really easy commute for you. We're going to take a quick detour through Taverner Ridge. This is another upscale neighborhood. It overlooks the Ridgefield National Wildlife Refuge. It's close to schools, close to downtown Ridgefield. It has parks for the kids and trails that run throughout the development. It's also close to the city dog park, and it's still only about 5 minutes to the freeway. It's mostly complete at this point, but there are a few lots left if you're looking for new construction. If you're looking for newer construction in a nice, quiet neighborhood, but you'd rather not deal with the hassles and wait times of new construction, Taverner Ridge is another great option. As we come out of Taverner Ridge and move towards downtown Ridgefield, we're going to pass the city dog park and entrance to the River S unit of the Wildlife Refuge. So this is where you can do the drive-through tour of the refuge, go down and check out all the cool wildlife. It's a pretty great way to spend an afternoon. As we get closer to downtown, you can see that there are some pretty amazing views out over towards the Coast Range Mountains. These are some of the best views in Clark County and some of the most amazing sunsets. From up here, you get a great view of the 4th of July fireworks and when the F-15s do their flyovers for the annual 4th of July parade. And as we come into downtown Ridgefield, I'm going to stop here for a minute, take a quick break, and take my wife out to lunch. So I'll see you in just a minute. Alright, now that I got some food in me, let's go check out downtown Ridgefield. As you can see, even though the city is expanding, the downtown area really is keeping that small town charm alive. As we come down Pioneer Street here, we've got food trucks over on the left. I recommend checking out Sugar's Barbecue. We've got a couple different mom and pops markets there. We've got the hardware store. For all you boaters and fishermen and water sports lovers, we've got the Ridgefield Marina right down here in town. That's where we're heading to right now. You can launch your boat, rent kayaks, or just take a walk along the riverbank. From here, it's a quick trip downstream to the Lewis River or to the Columbia Rivers. So there's great salmon fishing out there. For all you gamblers out there, Ridgefield is home to the A Casino Resort. They're currently in the process of building their hotel edition, which is going to be 14 stories and around 300 rooms. So that one's projected to open up in 2023. If you're not much of a gambler, they also hold shows in the Cowlitz Ballroom with headliners like Boyz II Men, Miranda Lambert, Pitbull, and a whole bunch more. The food alone is worth checking the place out. The Michael Jordan Steakhouse, best damn pork chop I've ever had. And the breakfast burritos at their Cowlitz Crossing gas station are pretty good too. There's a lot more that we could cover about Ridgefield, like how Lewis and Clark stopped here twice on their expedition, how the Wildlife Refuge is now home to the Columbia white-tailed deer, which is an endangered species, and how next to the 4th of July fireworks held down at Fort Vancouver, the Ridgefield 4th of July parade is one of the biggest Independence Day celebrations here in the Southwest Washington area. And even though I grew up in the city of La Center, which is just down the road from Ridgefield's been home to me and my family for a lot of years. My grandparents used to have a dairy just down the road from Mccormick Creek. And in fact, when we were over there shooting in Mccormick Creek, the big green shop that you see for a couple of seconds, that's where my dad worked as a structural steel welder for as long as I can remember. And even though Ridgefield is growing fast, it is still a great place to call home. Hey guys, thanks for riding with me today. Thanks for checking out the city of Ridgefield, my hometown. If Ridgefield looks like it's the place you want to move to, or anywhere here in Southwest Washington or the Pacific Northwest, go ahead, reach out. You know how to get a hold of me. My information's down below. And until next time, catch you later.